From her 1995 album Woman and Demand, that was Belinda Carlisle with In Too Deep. And before that, Greg was keeping you company, and he's left me a little message on the station's Scrabble board promising that he's going to be back tomorrow at about 8 p.m. So, my friends, here we are, another late-night rendezvous for us night owls up late at home, shift workers doing the do, and secret music lovers who just can't get to sleep. You're all very welcome to Freedom FM's Night Cruise. 2 hours of pure sonic bliss, the best romance, relaxing and retro classics from the 90s and, of course, the noughties. My name is Feargal. Thank you for joining me, and let me tell you that tonight is not just about pressing play on a playlist of great tunes, because we've also got some mischief lined up for you. After midnight, we're going to be testing your music knowledge with our Love Lyrics game. And before we get there, we're going to have a crack at Monday Punday. So, tell me, are you in? Good. Now, if you want to get involved in either of those games or just want to drop me a message, and why wouldn't you? You can WhatsApp me or text me at 086 206 8888. That's 086 206 8888. Not into WhatsApp? No worries. We got you covered on email to hello@freedomfm.ie. And if you really want to keep up with my exceedingly unremarkable life, I'm online at voice actor Fergs across Insta, Threads, Blue Sky, and says.us. Right, with all the admin done and the intros out of the way, I think it's time to create some midnight memories together, don't you? And we're going to do that, starting in 3, 2, 1. An Irish number 3 in February 2002. That was Vanessa Carlton with 1,000 Miles here on Freedom FM. Now, my friends, let's switch gears, shall we? Because it's time now to tickle those brain cells and unleash your inner wordsmith. Yes, indeed, Monday Punday is officially here. Now, if you're new to the cruise, first off, welcome, and we're glad to have you aboard. And secondly, where on earth have you been? But now that you're here, let me tell you what this part of the show is all about. You see, in a moment, I'm going to throw out a theme. Your job is to mash that theme with the name of a celebrity, band, or fictional character to create a pun that's going to make us all laugh, or at least groan in a very good way. Now, if you're sitting there and scratching your head and thinking to yourself, what on earth is this fella on about? Let me make it easy by setting the tone with this week's theme and then giving you some terrible examples of my own. So tonight, my lovely night owls, we here in the studio want your best hot beverages Monday Punday puns. And why hot drinks, you ask? We see, one of my kids works part-time in a coffee shop, and I popped in earlier today to blag myself a free coffee. Perks of being an all-man, eh? And while I was waiting, I thought to myself, why not make tonight's Monday Punday all about hot drinks? So that is your challenge. Everything from tea and scones to coffee and chocolate, mulled wine to mulled cider. We want your Monday Punday puns, mixing all those things, hot beverages with any celebrity, band or fictional character name. And to get you started, here are a few examples that I came up with while I was sipping that coffee today. Starting with the obvious. Tina Turner? Nah. Okay. How about the Spanish version of the espresso, you know? Nelly Cortado? Oh, still not convinced. Then maybe, just maybe, Tetlian Rhymes is your cup of tea. Yes, they were terrible. And you know what? I know you can do way better than me. So send me in your hot beverage themed pun creations on text or WhatsApp to 086 206 8888. That's 086 206 8888. Let's hear what you got. The creamier, the better. You're listening to The Night Cruise on DAB Plus and streaming worldwide at freedomfm.ie. And you know, every now and then I like to take a little trip down memory lane. So let's rewind to May 2001, shall we? And find out what was happening back then. Well, over in Cannes, I can tell you that an Irish film, The Sun's Room, took home the top prize. In sport, Armagh waved goodbye to their Ulster champion crown. And in music, Faith Hill was making waves with There You'll Be, hitting number 4 here in Ireland. It's Freedom FM, where we're currently knee-deep in Monday Punday, our weekly little wordplay workout, where the challenge is to blend this week's theme with a celebrity, band or fictional character and craft a pun to make us all smile, or groan, or both. And the event you've forgotten, tonight's theme is hot drinks. And as always, you have absolutely delivered. So let's jump into some of your genius creations, shall we? And first up, I want to say hello to Fionn Ramsey from Tullamore. Fionn asks, Fergal, what do you think of Bovril Lavigne? I gotta say, that is as funny as it is clever, Fionn. Thank you so much for reaching out. Now, up next, we've got Stephen Farrell, who's reached out from Newry. Stephen says, before I hit the hay, I always enjoy a bit of Ovaltine Turner. Well, Stephen, I'm with you there because I also enjoy a good Ovaltine at bedtime myself. And lastly, for now, here's a WhatsApp from Thomas Buckley in Kildare. Fergal, when I want to unwind, I quite like a cup of chamomile Cyrus tea, says Thomas. Very inventive, and thank you very much. So, my friends, what about you? Got a hot beverage pun that could top those beauties? I'm sure you do. Whether it's sugary, bitter, or downright creamy, we want to hear your hot beverage, celebrity, band, or fictional character pun. So drop me one on WhatsApp to 086 206 8888. That's 086 206 8888. Can't wait to see what you got, but don't wait too long because after we lend our ears to Gloria, we'll be diving into our final round of Monday Punday submissions. They'll be in town next month, and if you've got your ticket, well, I'll see you in Trinity for the gig. And from 1991, that was Simple Minds with Let There Be Love on Freedom FM's Night Cruise, where we are inching closer to midnight. But before Tuesday rolls around, we do need to wrap up tonight's dose of Monday Punday, the game where you mix a theme with a celebrity, band, or fictional character to create a pun that's going to make us all smile, or groan, or indeed both. And tonight's theme was hot drinks, and as always, you delivered the goods. So without any further ado, let's dive into this week's final batch of your brilliant entry, shall we? Starting with Christina Matthews from Santry, who says she's having a pre-sleep cup of peppermint Tina Turner. No better way to wind down now, is there, Christina? And thank you for that brilliant pun. Up next, Tara Giles sent me in this WhatsApp from Mullingar. Fergal, at Christmas, she says, I really like to have a cup of Amy Mulled Winehouse. As do I, Tara, and thank you for that fantastic pun. Now, I can tell you that Martin Potter is in Mount Marion, and he likes to wake up with a shot of Express Sophie Ellis Baxter. We loved that pun in the studio, Martin. Thank you so much. And finally, for this evening, Gabby Archer in Sandyman asks if my daughter, you know, the one who works in the coffee shop, might be called Barista Flockhart. She's not, but that is a fantastic pun, Gabby. Thank you so much. Now, my friends, unfortunately, that is all the time we've got for this week's Monday Punday. And I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who joined in tonight. If I didn't get a chance to read out your pun on air, rest assured I did read it, and it made me smile. And of course, if you enjoyed tonight's little bit of wordplay, then make sure to mark your diaries for next Monday just after 11 p.m. Gather your family, call your friends, get them around the radio, and join me as we do this all over again. But you know what? There's no need to wander off just yet because we've got the Love Lyrics game coming right up after midnight, and I'll tell you more about that in a few moments' time.